Good day to you, beautiful beings of light and love. We are very pleased to connect with you. These are challenging times indeed. You are ascending, you have no choice. This is, as we have often said, the time of the Great Awakening. Long predicted, inevitable, the Great Awakening is the returning of mankind from the third-dimensional fear entrainment to the fifth-dimensional love vibration. You, our dear ones, have been so indoctrinated. Your ideas are not your own. Your thoughts are not your own. Every ad you have ever watched, every movie you have ever seen, every teaching you have been given, has been heard by your left brain and incorporated into your understanding of the world. This is not a conscious process. Your left brain, which is basically your ego, has no heart. It is calculating, it is analytical. It takes in what it hears as facts. As the truth, this is so confusing for you because this information is conflicting. Your ego, your left brain, is full of these confusing, confabulating ideas. And it tries desperately to sort them out. You make lists of pros and cons, you think endlessly on your challenges and try to sort them out, and yet you are still in confusion, and the confusion gets worse and worse. The more you try to sort it out, the left brain does not come to a resolution. Its job is to sort out and analyze and sort again, and this process is both conscious and unconscious. Your values, your beliefs about life come from all that you have seen and hear. What you see and hear has been largely controlled by those who have run your world. That is by the deep state, the powers that be, by using bribery, threats and torture, both physical and psychological. The controllers, who are totally serviced to self, have propagated ideas through their minions, so every facet of your life has been controlled by them. You take the governance that they have constructed for you as the right way to live. Yet why should there be marriage? Why should land be owned? Why should money be our major worry? And helped by a very few while the many suffer under lack and poverty. Why should we be educated in large unmanageable groups into servile compliance? Why should we have so many government bureaucrats? Why should the color of our skin be an issue? Why should we live in big unfriendly cities where we do not know our neighbors? Why should we fear each other? Why should we go to the doctor regularly for a multitude of expensive fear-inducing tests when we feel well? Why should our food, water and air be poisoned? Why should fluoride be in our toothpaste? Why should chemtrails be in our sky? Why should we send our sons to war to be maimed or killed both psychologically and physically? Why should we be promised change for the better at every election and yet find that our situation becomes more and more governed by increasing rules and regulations? Increasing taxes, less pay increases and more poverty. Question everything. You take the life system that has been set up for you as normal and right. Yet this system differs from country to country, from state to state, from religion to religion. So what is right? This is not a loving or kind way to live, and so you feel very uncomfortable, very constricted and fearful, and your feelings are your guide as to what is right and what is wrong. If it feels uncomfortable, it is uncomfortable. Now it is the time of change. It is up to you to create the new world you want to see. To do this, you need to see how you have been controlled. You need to see what would work, what would be best, the kindest, most loving way to live, and you need to start living in that way. Question everything. Turn off the news. Stop watching the negative message-filled movies. Analyze every thought you have, every system under which you live. And ask, is that right? Does that resonate with love? What is the loving way to be? Think about how you would like the world to be. How would you like people to behave towards each other? What would you like to do, and start doing it? The ascension is wonderfully inevitable, dear light workers, star seeds. You will ascend, and now you are a wonderful creative part of the awakening process. You are the creators of the new world you will live in. The awakening is a process of movement from left brain thinking to right brain. Loving the right brain is our connection to our higher self, to our Creator, to love. Love is the electromagnetic energy that runs the world. The right brain holds the means of our escape from this earthly entrainment into fear. The government system as we have lived it is full of fear. Fear of lack. Fear of each other. Fear of doing wrong. Fear of living to raise ourselves above this fray of human confabulation. We need to leave left brain analytical thinking behind. We need to empty our brains of all the conflicting and confusing ideas that have been pumped into us. We need to let the voice of our soul, our higher self, our angels and guides talk to us. Our intuition needs to run our life. How to achieve this? Question everything, dear hearts, dear souls. Question everything and go into nature. We have been herded into big concrete and loving and unfeeling cities in order to keep us away from each other and nature and keep us in our left brain thinking and away from our right brain intuition. Spend as much time as you can in nature, smell the fresh air, commune with the animals, the trees, the flowers and all the beautiful plants of the world. Smell the fresh air, hear the gurgling brook, the ocean waves. This will activate your right brain. The cold city concrete feeds the left brain's analytical circus. Nature moves you to love and light. The beauty of nature activates your right brain's neurons and quiet your mind of the left brain. Meditate and listen to beautiful music. Do what you love and that will put you in the joy vibration, dear hearts, dear souls. This is no longer a matter of choice. To ascend, left brain thinking must be left behind right brain. Beingness and love, the flow of the electromagnetic energy of love must be accessed. You who are listening to this message, you are on the path to doing this, or you would not understand. Still, your entrainment has been deep and dark and devious from the moment you were born. You were indoctrinated. This is why your thoughts are not even your own. You are great multidimensional beings who have come to planet Earth for your own growth in love and light. You have come here to increase your own frequency, to sort and shift what you prefer and what you don't prefer. You have also come to help mankind raise himself out of the fear vibration into which he has been so deeply entrained. This is your time. Yes, it is challenging to go against all that you have been taught. Keep on believing you will succeed. It is inevitable that you will succeed, for the ascension is inevitable. The ascension has been predicted from time immemorial and you are in that glorious time now, dear hearts, dear souls. All is well in your world. You are more than capable of carrying through God's wonderful plan for the ascension of planet Earth and its inhabitants. You are in the process of recreating yourselves. Life is good indeed, for heaven and nirvana, love and light are your natural God-given inheritance. And so it is.